Alright, come on in, hit the like button, think about subscribing if you're not already. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. So, this is my review for Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, Netflix series. Release date is September 21, 2020. Number of episodes is 10, and they all came out at once. And here's some of the cast. Alright, welcome back. Here's the plot. The story of one of the most notorious serial killers in the United States, largely told from the points of the views of the victims. Easily one of the most uncomfortable and creepy things I've seen in a series. The writers and actors did a great job with the creep factor around Jeff, rightly so. Even made me pissed off with the racism, homophobic, and even crap around special needs and other disabilities. Discrimination, specifically, obviously. Going on into the background of the main story, that was the life of Dahmer and how he got the way he was. However, I'm kind of debatable if he was just born that way, even though we know most of the part people aren't born that way, but if you watch the show, you kind of get how he was actually born that way. Yeah, I'm not going to get into it because it gets into spoilers and stuff, but even Peters, who played him, was fantastic in the role. Even the kid that played the young him did a pretty good job for a child actor. Always impressed by child actors when they can really get acting, because they're young. The other actor that played his dad was great, except for the crying felt fake all the time for some reason. But all his other parts of his acting was just phenomenal. Plenty of very interesting angle shots and other effects was used that really added to the feel to the story. Definitely tried to make you feel for Dahmer in parts, but made you hate him even more so than when you went into the beginning of the series. Here is my personal rating. Honestly, would have given this a 5 out of 5 if it weren't for the fact that by the 8th episode, I found myself skipping through episode 8 to 10. Just mainly to look for the scene when he gets killed in prison, which is not a spoiler. He's a pedophile, technically, so, or not even technically, he is, along with his being a serial killer, and they tend to go immediately by other prisoners. And it should say something that I skipped through that just for that, because it just kind of got the main chunk of what I somewhat but barely knew, and it's also the interesting part all the way at the 7th episode, but then it just kind of fell off for me personally. As that being said, I do suggest this, even though this is not for everyone type of thing, but it is a very good, up until a point, season, and I really did find myself being entertained, learning, just being immersed into how horrible he was and why he was. Did I feel at all bad for him at any time? There was like a slight second I did, but then I remembered, it's Dahmer. So, if anything, I feel really bad for the dad. Definitely hated the mom. Hands down. The dad wasn't perfect, but, I definitely did feel bad for him. But, it is what it is. Unfortunately, it's how it is. So, what did you guys think in the comments below? I mean, I gone on enough about my personal opinion, so I want to hear about yours. So, yeah, I remember, I love you, please stay safe, and, Skull.